Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
6 must-try Portuguese foods.
These are 6 must-try Portuguese foods.
So one of them is gonna be that
pudding.
quiche-looking thing, like with the custard, I think.
Comida portuguesa.
You have it at Costco. We're debating if we should buy it or not. It's a lot of it. That's
Yeah, it's
that's
a
what.
commitment.
Yeah, that's what the hesitation is. That it's a commitment. It's like a big box.
Is it like a flan?
I have no idea. Oh, my bad.
Let's be real. There are thousands of YouTube videos of vlogging couples biting into
I didn't
pastel de
see- oh,
nata
there it
like they
is.
just discovered fire.
Ooh, they're so delicious.
Yeah, we get it, they're delicious. But if you flew all the way across the ocean just to eat the same touristy stuff, what are you even doing? Traveling is about stepping out of your comfort zone,
So I guess this is gonna be a little different video where he's not gonna show the same old stuff.
proving to your friends back home that you're cultured now. But when in Rome or Lisbon, you eat what the locals eat. In this episode, I'm gonna be skipping the usual suspects like pastel de nata, no bacalhau, and no francesinha.
So that's the pasta
I'm gonna be skipping the usual suspects like pastel de nata,
de nata. I think that's what we saw at
It looks
Costco.
really, really good.
It does look good, yeah.
dishes that deserve the spotlight. This is some guy named Dave in Portugal, and I've been living in Portugal for the past 3 years, and trust me, there's so much more to this country's cuisine than custard tarts. In this episode, we're diving into the must-try dishes that define Portuguese cuisine. These are the flavors that I crave when I'm away, and the first bites I take when I touch down back in Portugal. But vegans beware, this episode is not for you. If you want
Wow.
to check out my personal favorite restaurants in Portugal, I've put together dining guides for Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve over on my website, daveinportugal.com. These are my absolute go-to local spots, and trust me, you don't want to miss them on your trip to Portugal.
Cheese. Sheep cheese. Huh.
There's one cheese in Portugal that's so unique,
See,
it
you
practically
love
screams
cheese.
Portuguese. And that is sheep cheese, or as
I'd love to try sheep cheese. I don't know
really
if I
like
would
cheese
like
sticks.
it. I don't know if I would like it, but I'd love to try it. I think it would be cool.
they call here queijo de ovelha. And no, it's not just my opinion that it's one of the best in the world, it's been verified. Last year in 2024, the World Cheese Awards named
Oh.
queijo de ovelha amanteigado from Portugal the
Wow,
best
that's
cheese
cool.
in the world.
What an honor.
Made by Quinta do Pomar, a small creamery in Solieira. This cheese is crafted from raw sheep's milk and coagulated with vegetarian thistle rennet. What makes it stand out is its soft, buttery texture that almost turns into a liquid, perfect for scooping with a spoon.
So kind of like brie. Brie can
Your
be like
type.
that too. My type.
So here we actually have the award-winning cheese from Quinta do Pomar. It's pretty hard to get, so if you can't get it, this style of cheese is available at most grocery stores in Portugal. You can find it at small markets and grocery stores like Continente or Pingo Doce. But as you can see, it's wrapped in this cloth and has that amazing sheep cheese smell to it. Let's open it up and give it a taste.
It looks like it's already melting.
Look how beautiful
Interesting.
This looks
cheese
like
is.
all you.
Wow. You can just scoop it out like a spoon. So here's a little extra
So
bonus.
I wonder if the crust is not edible, or what do you do with the crust?
This is bread from Rio Maior, and this is a really famous bread here that you just can break off
It's
here.
hard.
So we're
It is hard.
gonna try some of this cheese on the bread. Oh, that just looks
Wow,
amazing.
it's
Let's give it a go.
smooth.
So it looked like a cream cheese, I guess.
Oh, this. Don't say that in Lisbon. You get in trouble for saying that in Lisbon. I see why this is the best cheese in the world. It's incredible. Sheep cheese has deep roots in Portugal, linked to the country's rural traditions. With its diverse landscapes, Portugal has been perfect for sheep farming for centuries, and it shows in the variety of cheeses made here. These cheeses have protected designations of origin, which means that they're
Wow, that's
made
cool.
using specific traditional methods and local ingredients. It's not just delicious, it's also pretty healthy compared to other cheeses. High in protein, nutrients, and healthy fats that are easier to digest, plus it's full of probiotics. When in Portugal, don't miss out on trying some sheep cheese. I believe it's a must.
He sounds very convincing.
Now I know that gizzards don't sound very appetizing, but hear me
What's
out
gizzard?
first. When prepared correctly, this small plate is amazing. As they call
It's
it
like-
here, moelish is a
It's
beloved
like the part that you don't eat here. It's like the reject parts.
Portuguese
But I don't know
dish
what part it is.
made from chicken or pork gizzards. This hearty, flavorful dish has roots in Portuguese peasant cooking. where gizzards were a humble, affordable ingredient. But over time, moelas became a favorite comfort food, often served as a snack in bars and restaurants, especially in Lisbon and Porto. Moelas are typically prepared with sautéed onions, garlic, carrots, and red pepper in olive oil until soft. The gizzards are then browned slightly, pouring in white wine, chopped tomatoes, paprika, and bay leaf. It's seasoned with salt and pepper and simmered for about an hour until the gizzards are nice and tender and the sauce is rich and flavorful. It's often served with
a muscular organ in the digestive system of some animals.
So like a
It's
stomach, like some muscles in the stomach.
it's the hind part of the stomach, located between the crop and the intestine.
Interesting. Okay.
bread or rice to soak up all of that goodness in the sauce. Moelas are a true taste of Portugal, full of flavor and history. I highly recommend trying them here in Portugal. Don't be afraid. Now, a quick word from the sponsor who made today's video possible. If you've ever known where to buy Airlo overpriced, activate right on my feed, whether you're the hassle, $3 off. Now, that's something that's not exactly healthy, but oh so delicious. Portuguese roasted suckling pig, or as they call it here, leitão. We're talking crispy skin, juicy meat, and that perfect baixada style. It's absolute perfection. But I know what you're thinking, not a baby pig. But this is a long-standing tradition in northern Portugal, just as famous there.
Oh, because I was wondering like what's the difference between Cuban, pig roast and this. So I guess the difference is this is a baby pig, not the big pig like the Cubans do.
Pulled pork is in Texas. But here they don't drown the pork in barbecue sauce. Instead, they let the natural flavors shine, with just a hint of garlic. That's very typical of Portuguese food. The focus is on letting the ingredients taste like themselves. If you're used to heavy seasoning, it might take some getting used to, but trust me, it's worth it. The process usually starts with marinating the pig in olive oil, garlic, and herbs. Then it's left overnight so all of the flavors soak in. After that, it's roasted in a wood fire oven for about 2 to 3 hours, which gives it that incredible smoky flavor. And it's regularly basted with its own juices to keep the meat moist and tender. Finally, they finish it off by roasting at a higher temperature to get that signature golden crispy skin. The result? One of the best pork sandwiches you'll ever try. If you're in northern Portugal, this is a must try.
Oh, so it's not like the whole pork, they just eat it for sandwiches, I guess. Oh, okay.
Alheira is a traditional Portuguese sausage with a unique history. It was created by Jews in northern Portugal during the time of the Inquisition. Faced with persecution, they secretly made sausages using meats like chicken or turkey instead of pork to avoid suspicion. The sausages were smoked and seasoned with garlic, paprika, and other spices, and they became a part of the region's culinary tradition. Over time, this tasty sausage became famous for its delicious flavor and distinct texture. It's usually made with a mix of meats, bread, and seasonings, and is often grilled or fried before being served. Today, it's a must-try dish in northern Portugal, especially in the town of Mirandela, where it all started. Making alheira usually starts with a mix of meats, usually chicken or turkey. The meat is first cooked and then ground up.
A lot of
Next,
seasoning
it's
they're putting
mixed
in.
with breadcrumbs, garlic, paprika, and salt, and other spices, creating a flavorful filling. The mixture is then stuffed into natural sausage casings and tied off. After that, the sausages are smoked over wood, which gives them their distinct smoky flavor. Once they're fully smoked, alheiras are typically grilled or fried before serving. This is
I guess they probably have machines that do that, stuff the sausages.
very unique sausage that is a must-try when visiting northern Portugal. Trust me, you'll thank me. Black pork with clams. This is hands down one of my favorite dishes here in Portugal. Carne de porco alentejo. Despite its name, this dish didn't actually come from the Alentejo region. The name refers to the Alentejo black pig, known for its top quality meat, which was traditionally used in the dish. A long time ago,
This would be
Portuguese
like a
cooks
boar,
in the
no?
Algarve wanted to bring out the best
Maybe.
flavors in pork. So they marinated it in garlic, paprika, white wine, bay leaves, and sometimes piri piri spice. The pork cubes are marinated for hours, then fried until golden. Clams, fresh cilantro, and a squeeze of lemon are added before it's all served with batatas fritas. Crispy fried potatoes that soak up the rich, flavorful sauce. Why it's so special? It's a fusion of Portugal's agriculture and coastal influences. The Alentejo black pig is still one of the best pork meats in the country.
I never
And
heard
it's a
of this
dish that
dish before.
showcases Portugal's best
I mean,
cuisine.
I've never heard of none of these dishes.
Yeah, pork with seafood. I never heard of that.
When you walk past a restaurant and the prato do dia, which means plate of the day, is carne de porco alentejo,
I guess in Spain, paella, one of the paellas, I believe that was just basically everything you have. I think it was like they mix meats and seafood. Because I think we were watching it. We were like, it's the first time we're hearing that.
Trust me, you better get your butt in there.
Gooseneck barnacles.
Here we go, last but certainly not least, brave enough to try something truly unique, gooseneck barnacles, or percebes as they're called here in Portugal. These little creatures might look a bit intimidating, but trust me, they're worth the adventure. When you crack open that tough shell, you'll find a tender, briny meat inside that tastes like the ocean itself. Fresh,
Like what?
salty,
Oh, like
and
ocean.
slightly sweet. It's a flavor that screams
so little.
seafood at its finest. But let's talk about how these bad boys
Oh, so it's a seafood. It's not an actual geese necks. Oh, I thought it was like they take a neck from the geese. Oh.
are caught. The hunt for gooseneck barnacles is no easy feat. These prized delicacies grow on rocks in the roughest, most dangerous parts of the Atlantic
Wow.
coastline. The fishermen that collect these percebes
expensive.
brave treacherous waves and fierce cliffs, sometimes
Oh, yeah,
risking
it's
their
expensive.
lives just to
It's
harvest them.
expensive, yeah.
It's a dangerous, skillful job, and it's no wonder why these barnacles come with such a high price tag. So when you're
It's a
eating them,
flex to
you're
eat
not
it.
just tasting the ocean, you're tasting the courage and tradition of those who risk it all to bring them to your plate. It's more than just a dish, it's a Portuguese experience.
how
and
much it costs to
delicacy.
eat it.
And that's a wrap on some of the must-try foods here in
Thank you.
Portugal. From
I still
bold
want the
flavors to
custard
sensual.
pies.
Yeah, this was the hidden foods, I guess,
Yeah.
not the, as he said, not tourist traps. Okay.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.